You guys aren't gonna like this. But the biggest takeaway from this trip was Nate sent me a photograph of the whiteboard we worked on, and it is full. Full all the way across. And really, only two of the things on that full board are things that Nate can work on because they're so technology dependent. So I am pivoting pretty hard into music starting now. Taffy, what's that mean? It means that tomorrow you lose me because I'm on a flight to New York. I have to go to the A2IM holiday party in New York tomorrow night. I'll be back on Wednesday, but I'll be back Wednesday midday. Full stream Thursday, half stream Friday. And then this weekend I fly back to Seattle and I stay there basically until Christmas Eve. And one of the first things that happens is the label starts paying me twice as much as I'm getting paid to stream right now. Again, and I want to drive this point home a jillion %. It's not because of you guys. You guys are the only motherfuckers still holding the line these days. You guys rule. You're spectacular. But with Nate potentially getting a job and only being able to throw in on nights and weekends, somebody has to pick up the other 90%. And I'm the only other person in I'm the only other person in the company. So if I don't want this to completely fold in on itself, I have to assume the role of like acting CEO. And Nate has to go to CTO and only work on the technology dependent stuff, but everything else that relates to working with a music label, that's me. I've got to go be A&R. I've got to figure out everything with Nouveau Arcade's album launch in March. I got to start putting together compilation albums again. Album artwork, metadata, the MLC, getting royalties for the people that we've signed deals with to do publishing administration. Someone's got to do it. And probably starting in January, it won't be able to be Nate, and he's the only other person in the company. Rather than January, you're leaving now, more or less. We get some spotty streams this week. I'm going to try to come back and stream between Christmas and January 1st. Oh, Cypher, that's super kind of you. Yeah, the channel's going to stay live. The channel's going to stay live. I will show up when I can. But regular streams, like regularly scheduled streams, if I try to stick to the schedule as we have it right now, the music endeavor will fold. And I'll be stuck trying to figure out how to cover $5,000 a month in bills with $2,500 a month to cover it, which is the calculator says I can't. I had to double check it just to be sure. Computer says no. And I just, I'm going to go back to Seattle this upcoming weekend and basically stay there through Christmas. And Nate and I are just going to go heads down and try to get as much stuff lined up. He's going to teach me what he's doing that I can take over. And I'm going to just kind of put it upon myself to start doing the other things. I know what they are. They've just never been my job before. Heather is going to be helping me out because she is one of the smartest people in the music industry for indies right now. And And she has even toyed with the idea of trying to get me into Sub Pop's offices so that I can shadow them. Spitfire tier 150, 7 months. Thank you so much. So like the record label that broke the Postal Service and Flight of the Conchords and Nirvana and Mudhoney potentially might be willing to let me come in and learn from them. So if that's a possibility, I should probably not balk at it. And originally I was going to go in January, but Nate and I were talking about it, and it's like, I need to be there now while he doesn't have other obligations. Because he was saying if he gets hired by some big ass tech company, I show up in January and suddenly he's like, okay, well, you can work with Heather, but I have to go to San Francisco for a week for training. You know what I mean? So there's a realistic world that I may be able to get more done in this upcoming week than I can in January, depending on what Nate's availability is. I'd still like to stream between Christmas and January to give us kind of a proper farewell. I have to get a hold of Pat and decide whether or not we're doing this $10,000 pack opening, or if I'm just boxing it back up and selling it on eBay to get the money back. I'd rather make the content. I don't know, man. It's been a really tough week. It's like, it's exciting and heartbreaking all at the same time. It's been a real bittersweet couple of days. Heather wants to set it up so that I can potentially stream from her office from Seattle, because when I go there in January, I'm probably going to stay there through... I'd like to be back by Amber's birthday in March. But even then, the album release listening party for Nouveau Arcade is on Amber's birthday, so there's a chance I might not come back till May. This last week was kind of a come to Jesus moment, and I gotta do the thing that I think has the highest probability of success long term. So we streamed today. Tuesday I'm in the air. Wednesday I'm in the air. Thursday's a full stream day. Friday's a half day because I have meetings. And then this upcoming weekend, I'm back to Seattle for a week and a half. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. We've been prepping for this for like a year and a half now. It just stings. It stings. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I'm happy that my alternative is still working with friends and doing things that are fun and interesting to me, but I don't know. I meant it a couple years ago when I said that I wanted this to be the last job I ever did.